Hi, this is Bruce Lessels from Zoar Outdoor on behalf of expertvillage.com. We're going to talk about making a campfire and taking down a campfire and campfire safety. So you have your fire going and it's going to keep you nice and warm all night. You're going to use it to cook on, but you got to keep it fed so you don't burn out the fuel that you have. And you have to make sure it stays the size that you want it. If the fire gets too big, it can jump outside the fire ring and it can cause problems. It can be a safety hazard. Also, if you let it get too small, it may burn out and it may not be as warm as you'd like it to be, and it may not cook as well as you'd like it to. So a good rule of thumb for feeding a campfire is to feed it a little bit at a time, and to be really careful when you're feeding it that you're not causing sparks to jump out of the fire, and that you're not making it much bigger than you'd like it. Especially when you're feeding somewhat wet or damp wood into the fire, you want to be aware that when the wood dries out, it'll suddenly reach a flash point and it'll start to burn a lot more strongly than it did before. So when you're feeding it, don't feed too much wood at once, and try to keep that teepee shape or that log cabin shape going, because that'll make sure that the logs you're putting on, the wood you're putting on the fire, will catch easily and catch nicely, and will burn efficiently and keep the fire sort of focused toward the center of the fire pit. So keep in mind safety all the time. You want to make sure that you're not making the fire too large, and you want to make sure that you feed it kind of gradually through the evening. And when you're ready for it to die down, ready to put it out, stop feeding the fire for a little bit. Let it burn down on its own, and then you'll be ready to put out the fire and turn in for the evening.